So hello everybody and welcome to this week's In My Mug, and this week we're going to be doing one of my kind of long old term favourites. Sorry, just got to stop for a second. I don't know whether you can see behind me there, that's the Viking Museum. Carrying on the theme of I don't have the safety of my roastery at the minute. I'm trapped here in Sweden, so I'm basically taking you around Stockholm and showing you some views and sights of it. Yeah, so this week we're off to Costa Rica, we're off to Finca de Licho. Coffee that we've worked with now for 13 years, have a fantastic relationship, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in the video. It's really good to be having a Costa Rican on there. It's a honey processing. If you don't know what that is, go look at the processing videos that we have. It really talks you through what honey process is. And I actually have Francisco on that video, who's the exporter of this coffee, who helps us work with the aguileras to get this coffee out. So let's get this video started. Okay, so I've just got off the boat, which I'm going to show you afterwards. I'm recording this a different way around today because I wanted to taste the coffee on the boat, but I've just come off the ferry and I've come to an island called Djurgården. And Djurgården is a very pretty island, has lots of things. So just behind me here there's an amusement park. I'm going to show you on the screen now because I took a beautiful picture of it coming in. And the ABBA Museum is here. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to the ABBA Museum? The Biking Museum, Absolute Vodka Spirit Museum. Maybe that's one I should go and give a visit to. But yeah, really pretty place. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Aguilera brothers and Finca de Licho. Now, Virtual Steve is going to pull me up, and it's not the Aguilera brothers, it's the Aguilera family. But actually the brothers are the ones who actually run the farm. The sisters are owners of it and equal owners, but they don't work on the farm, and the actual branding they have is Aguilera Bros. So please don't pull me up for that. That's what they like to call themselves. I follow what they want. We first bought coffee from them back in 2007 in the Cup of Excellence. It was a lot that I really liked. Bought through an importer, and then we were able to move on from that to buy directly from them. And now we're actually buying from a couple of the farms, and we are the European importers of Licho. We bring that in, and that's an agreement that we have with them. We've slowly but surely increased our volumes with them to make sure that they are trusted and loved partners, and it's taken a while to get that trust. It really didn't happen overnight. It's only the last couple of years really where I feel that we've got to the place where we actually, really do trust each other. Sorry, got to stop for just a second here. This is the ABBA Museum. I don't know how to make it. There we go. Oh no, it's just tracking my face, isn't it? It's not going to give us a picture of the ABBA Museum, but you're going to have to trust me. It's there. That's it. You can hear the music in the background. So yes, the brothers have been fantastic in just producing consistent and delicious and tasty coffee, and I'm really happy to have them as partners, and I believe they're happy to have us as partners as well. They love a negotiation. Whenever we're on the farm we have a bit of a standoff, and they want more money, we want to give them more money, but we want to buy more coffee, and ultimately they want to buy us to buy more coffee. So we end up getting to a point where we're both happy, and we kind of talk through it. So now I'm going to hand you over to Virtual Steve, and then I'm going to come back and join you in the past on the boat tasting the coffee. So see you in a little while. Thanks, Steve. That was a super long intro there. Why don't I do the facts, you do the relationship stuff? I think that's good teamwork. So, this coffee is called Costa Rican Finca de Licho Yellow Honey Villa Sarchi. I'm going to show you some pictures here. So this is a picture of the farm. A lot of palm trees kind of covering the coffee trees as shade. There's real Steve looking very smug with himself. Speaking of smug, here's Roland with, this was last year with the crop, so not this year's harvest, the year before's. This is the brothers taking us through the farm, showing their tractors here. They're very, very proud of their tractors. They really like the equipment that they have in the farm, and it's actually a really well-equipped farm.
And these 3 photos here I'm going to show you just shows what perfect picking they do on the farm. Really, really impressive. And as Steve said at the beginning, you can go and look at the processing video, which will give you all of the facts about honeys and what the difference between those honeys are. So I said I'd give you facts, and here's some facts. The country, of course, is Costa Rica. It comes from the Western Valley of the province of Alulia. The nearest city is Naranjo de Alulia. It is produced by the Aguilera family. The farm size is 28 hectares, of which 9 hectares is coffee. The altitude is around about 1,500 metres above sea level, maybe a little bit higher. On the farm, they grow 70% Villa Sarchi, which is a very typical varietal for Costa Rica. They have around about 25% Caturra on the farm as well. And then they have 5% of different things. So they have Pacamara, they have SL28, and they have Geisha. And it is a yellow honey process. So I'm going to hand you back to Steve, who I believe is on a boat and is tasting coffee. He gets out a bit these days.
Okay, so I'm not sure quite how this is going to work, but I've done a tasting on a plane, I've done a tasting on a train, I've done one in a car, but I don't think I've ever done a tasting on a boat before. Pick me up if I'm wrong, I'd like to know, but I'm on the commuter ferry which goes from Sluisen, which is just behind me there, over to an island called Djurgården, which is where the ABBA Museum is, which I'm going to record something over there, but I wanted to do the tasting on the boat, so I'm recording this the wrong way round for the first time, but hey, we're all about change and taking things differently. So let's dive into the cup. Yet again, my trusty flask carries everywhere with me in Stockholm, so I always have some has-been coffee while I'm here. And in the cup I'm getting, there's a really kind of like fresh raspberry, like a really juicy kind of acidic raspberry as you bite into it, but it's also got like an icing sugar and almost like a marzipan kind of sweetness to it as well. It's just like so sweet, but then that bite of acidity from the raspberry is really, really good. I love this farm. I love the coffee from there, and it is just so cool. I hope you're enjoying it too. Please comment below if you're enjoying it. Pull me up if I've recorded one on a boat before. I don't think so. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and do remember, life is too short for bad coffee, and good coffee on a boat is pretty awesome.